I think most of us liked dinosaurs when we were growing up, and many of us still do to this day. Giant mechs that you can pilot was also part of my interests as well. Then, Zoids came into my life. A series that ticked both of those checkboxes: giant mechs and dinosaurs. A giant robot dinosaur that you can pilot and fight with one another. You better set that shit up good, son! Zoids was a franchise that was made to sell toys of giant fighting animals that you can pilot, which includes a cat, a bird, a monkey, dinosaurs, and of course, the coolest animals of all, caterpillars. I really like the concept of piloting a giant robot beast that you can pilot to fight another giant robot beast in a post-apocalyptic world. What I don't like, however, is the pricing. Growing up, obtaining an official Takara Zoids kit is like buying that new iPhone basically. Fortunately, China exists, and that means cheap bootlegs. Thank God for intellectual theft, am I right? This allows me to buy the Bayonet Triceratops. Training hand, brain coordination, ability, and organization ability. The Bayonet Triceratops, which for some reason sounds better than the official model kit. The Triceradogos, which is from Zoids Wild, which I didn't watch. I tried to watch Zoids Wild Zero, which is like a spin-off or a sequel, but I couldn't get into it. I dropped it as fast as my mom dropped me. The design of this kit is pretty similar in my opinion to its original counterpart at first glance. I like some aspect of the design and the differences that it attempts to make. However, I never actually owned the original before, so I can't say for sure. I just bought it because it was cheap basically.
We have no money!
I just despise the bright single shade of green on this thing. So before anything else, add the weathering first. A big and hulking mech like this is most probably going to be used as a tank. So I want to make it obvious by adding loads of holes in the armor, as if it's been tanking loads of projectile weaponry. The soldering iron melts the plastic in a way which resulted in a lot of excess melted plastic, so I had to shave it off with a knife. Some claw marks on the face given by an unhappy ex, I mean by some Zoids with claws. Make the top horns pointy as well. So one of the many things I like about this kit is that it comes with an inner frame which acts as a skeleton for the Zoid, which emphasizes the fact that it's an animal. It's rich in mechanical detail if you look at it carefully enough, but it's not that noticeable from it being molded in a single black piece of plastic, which I'm going to try to fix. I start off the painting process by masking the joints in order to avoid the articulation from getting hindered during the walking gimmick. Yes, there is a walking gimmick, and this kit is motorized. And then I paint the black pieces in matte black in order to make it look less like a toy, I guess. Red is always a good color for me to contrast the dark plastic and highlight minor details present, especially in small areas, and gunmetal really gives it that metallic look. The Oxford blue is there because I ran out of other colors to use. And I spray painted the ribs magnesium because I want to make it stand out from the black, but not too much. And this is what happens when you're a dumbass like me and couldn't mask properly. The cap thingies here are made out of rubber and I have no idea how to remove the seam lines and nub marks. So yeah, I'm sorry for being so incompetent. Up until this point in my life, I have never ever masked a kid this goddamn much. It also doesn't help that this kid doesn't really have any clear boundaries or panel lines, so I had to make them myself, which took me a long goddamn time as well. Thank God for not having a social life to attend to, am I right? Another issue I want to highlight on this kit is this. The boundary between the grey and white part on this piece doesn't seem to look as good as it is on this one. This is because on this piece, I scribed the part where the boundary is first before painting, and this allows my petal line ink to flow better between the gaps. The hand-painted knobs and doohickeys also doesn't have a clean line of separation with the white part as well, as you can see here, and I rather jump off a bridge than describe the necessary details again. Well, how am I gonna fix this? You probably did not ask. I have no idea. But just like my uncle, I'm gonna cheat and hide my mistakes. The only difference this time is that I'm doing it with weathering and without the cord getting involved. I use some water-soluble acrylics along the boundaries and remove the excess with water before it dries. This makes it look as if grease, dust, or rust is being accumulated between the gaps of the armor, I hope. The holes are painted to seem as if they are dripping rust after a while. I hope that makes sense. It looks cool, whatever, I don't care. After putting this bootleg of a beast together, it's time to witness it in its glory.